Your dishwasher is broken. You can hear it. The motor hums, but the spray arm does not spin. You have fixed things your entire life. You have changed your own brake pads, replaced your own faucets, and rewired your own light switches. So you grab a screwdriver and pull the machine out from under the counter. And that is where the trouble starts. The screws are not Phillips. The diagnostic panel is flashing a code you cannot decode. The parts you need are not available unless you are an authorized dealer. The warranty card in the drawer says if you open this machine yourself, you void every protection you paid for. You're not imagining this. They locked you out. Not because you are unqualified, not because the repair is dangerous, because your frustration is more profitable than your independence. Today, we are exposing the 5 ways appliance manufacturers have deliberately sealed you out of the machines you own. They did not just build appliances that break. They built appliances that cannot be fixed. Here is how they did it. Number 1, the diagnostic wall. When your grandmother's washing machine broke, she could hear it. A grinding noise meant the belt. A thud meant the pump. A puddle meant the seal. The machine told you what was wrong in plain language, the language of sound and sight and common sense. You did not need a certification to listen. Today, your washing machine speaks in code. It flashes F5E3 on a digital screen, and unless you have access to the manufacturer's proprietary diagnostic software, those letters and numbers are meaningless. They are a locked door. GE sells access to their SmartHQ diagnostic platform through a paid subscription that costs hundreds of dollars per year. That is the same diagnostic information that used to come printed on a paper sheet taped to the inside of the cabinet. It was free. It was readable. Now it lives behind a paywall on a cloud server. A survey by USPIRG and iFixit examined 50 appliance manufacturers and found that LG and Samsung are the worst offenders when it comes to restricting service documentation. Independent repair technicians reported that manuals are often missing fault codes and wiring diagrams, the 2 things you actually need to fix the machine. 27% of those technicians said their shop pays over $1,000 a year just for the right to read the codes. They turned your appliance into a black box, and then they charged you for the flashlight. Number 2, the parts prison. Say you beat the diagnostic wall. You found the error code online. You identified the failed sensor. You ordered the exact replacement part. Same manufacturer, same model number, same specifications. You install it correctly. The machine refuses to recognize it. This is called parts pairing. Manufacturers assign a unique digital serial number to every component inside the appliance. The motherboard and the sensor are married to each other by software. When you replace the sensor, even with an identical genuine part from another unit, the machine detects an unauthorized component. It throws an error. It reduces performance. In some cases, it shuts down entirely. The only way to make the new part work is to have an authorized technician connect a proprietary tool and digitally register the component to the machine. John Deere pioneered this system on tractors. Farmers with broken equipment had to wait days for a certified dealer to drive out and plug in a laptop just to activate a part the farmer had already installed with his own hands. That same philosophy has now invaded your kitchen. Oregon became the first state to ban parts pairing in 2024. Colorado followed. These laws exist because legislators looked at the practice and recognized it for what it is. It has nothing to do with quality. It has nothing to do with safety. It is about control. You bought the machine, you bought the part, but they still own the software that connects them. Number 3, the sealed tomb. Even if you can read the code and even if the software accepts your part, there is a physical barrier waiting. They sealed the machine shut. In the old days, a washing machine sat on a set of bearings. Those bearings took a beating over the years and eventually wore out. You unscrewed the back panel, pressed out the old bearings, pushed in new ones for $20, and the machine ran for another decade. Today, manufacturers like Whirlpool and Samsung use a process called plastic welding. They mold the bearings directly into the plastic outer tub. The bearings are permanently entombed inside the housing. When that $20 part fails, you cannot replace it. You have to replace the entire tub assembly. The part costs $400. The labor costs $300. The repair bill hits $700 on an $800 machine, and the technician says the phrase you already know: it is not worth fixing. But the physical lockout goes deeper than welded tubs. Manufacturers use proprietary screws that require specialty tools most people do not own. Security Torx bits, pentalobe heads, fasteners designed to add zero engineering value to the product. They exist for one reason: to keep you from opening the cabinet. Some companies hide screws underneath adhesive labels. If you peel the label, it tears. That torn label becomes evidence that the machine has been opened. It is a trap dressed as a sticker. 40% of washing machines are now being replaced within 6 years. A 50-kilogram machine is thrown into a landfill because a 50-gram bearing failed. That is not engineering. That is sabotage. Number 4, the warranty lie. Every appliance you buy comes with a document that says in plain language that if you open this machine or let anyone other than an authorized service provider touch it, your warranty is void. This is a lie. It is also illegal. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act of 1975 specifically prohibits manufacturers from conditioning a warranty on the use of authorized parts or services. A company cannot tell you that your warranty is void because you replaced a part yourself or hired an independent technician. The Federal Trade Commission has confirmed this. It warned 6 companies in 2018. It settled cases against Weber, Harley-Davidson, and Westinghouse in 2022 for doing exactly this. But it does not matter. A survey by USPIRG found that 45 out of 50 appliance manufacturers were voiding warranties for independent repair. 2 years later, they surveyed again. All 43 companies in the follow-up were still doing it. The law is clear. The enforcement is non-existent, and the manufacturers know it. They do not need the warranty threat to hold up in court. They just need you to believe it. The moment you read that sticker and put your screwdriver back in the drawer, they win. Number 5, the software kill switch. Your refrigerator is connected to your Wi-Fi. Your washing machine has a smartphone app. Your oven receives firmware updates from a server you have never seen and will never control. Smart appliances push software updates over the air, often without asking your permission. Samsung owners have reported washing machines bricked by failed updates, machines that became completely unresponsive overnight when a server pushed bad code to a motor controller. LG no longer builds refrigerators without Wi-Fi connectivity. You cannot buy a disconnected model even if you want one. But the real danger is not a bad update, it is the end of updates. When a manufacturer decides your model is no longer worth supporting, the software dies. And because modern appliance components are soldered directly onto circuit boards, a $60 water pressure sensor that fails cannot be replaced on its own. You have to replace the entire $200 control board. After 3 to 5 years, manufacturers stop producing those boards. The part ceases to exist. You are not holding a broken machine. You are holding an orphan. You do not own a washing machine anymore. You are leasing a computer that washes clothes, and the landlord can change the locks whenever he wants. Here's the verdict. The diagnostic wall. The parts prison. The sealed tomb. The warranty lie. The software kill switch. These are not 5 separate problems. They are one system. And that system is designed to turn owners into renters. Right to repair laws are beginning to pass in Oregon, Colorado, California, Minnesota, and the European Union. But manufacturers are fighting every provision, lobbying for exemptions, and dragging their feet on compliance. The law is catching up, but it is not there yet, so the solution remains the same. When you shop for an appliance, buy the dumbest machine on the floor. Look for the one without the touchscreen, without the app, without the Wi-Fi. Look for a mechanical timer, a steel drum, and a back panel held on with Phillips head screws. The fewer features it has, the fewer locks they can put on it. Stop buying the connected kitchen. Stop buying the smart features. Buy the machine you can open with a screwdriver. Buy the machine that answers to you, not to a server. The most expensive appliance you will ever own is the one they will not let you fix.